my loves, and welcome to your Taurus reading for love. This is just a general love bonus reading for the month, so do take what resonates and toss the rest. Also, if you haven't had a chance to check out your abundance reading, please do so. I have just recently put those up. However, if you do enjoy this, please do like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell. You know the drill, all that great stuff. It does help me grow my channel. I greatly appreciate it. And it does help get to all of the other wonderful Taurus on the list. Alrighty, so without further ado, we'll go ahead and get started. This is a similar format to the abundance reading, if you saw that. It is the top row indicative of where you kind of are now. Do remember time is fluid in tarot. The middle row is where you are going or what you may not see coming in the next month or so. And the bottom row is whomever you consider to be your guiding force, your spirit, divination, ancestors, celestial beings, communion of saints, whatever it is for you personally, okay? This is their advice to you, all right? And we will get love clarifiers at the end. So let's get started here and see what we've got. So I do feel like you've had some issues in the love department lately. Maybe some strife. You may just be kind of on the outs with your significant other, or it could be something where you're completely done. They were just absolutely done. You've been through it. You've tried again, and it's over. You're cutting it off. You cannot deal with it anymore, and it's just done because the Four of Cups here is your first card in reverse. And, you know, I feel like that's indicating that you kind of already shut them out, okay? It's been a done deal. At this point, you're almost willing to open yourself up, but not to them, okay? Maybe to someone else, but at that point, you just kind of feel like that was just not for you, okay? Something that just didn't sit for you. So I do feel like that's just something where, you know, you're not getting it, okay? It's just not. The Page of Pentacles in reverse, okay, does let me know that I feel like, you know, this has kind of caused you to take a step back financially. So whatever it was that kind of broke down here, it could have been due to financial issues or it's resulted in financial issues, okay? Which is not uncommon. Obviously, anytime you have a split up, a break, especially if you have intertwined finances, you know, if you were living together, if you were, you know, if you have kids together, if you shared any bank accounts or, you know, your business partners, anything like that together in any, you know, format, you know, this is coming with a little bit of a hit news, right? Like, okay, well now we have to divvy this and now I have to pay for this that I wasn't counting on. I don't care if you're fighting over who's paying for the, you know, the Peacock subscription this month. Now it's kind of like, you know, something every day, right? Here comes some more news that I got to pay this bill because, you know, such and such didn't. And, you know, so I feel like that's kind of the situation maybe some of you are in. And with this, the Two of Swords in reverse, I feel like this is something that you weren't blindsided by. You made this decision, you know, clearly with an open conscience. You know, this was something that you guys, and it may have been an amicable thing. I don't feel like you were cornered into it in any way. I feel like it's something that maybe you guys both were just like, this isn't working for us, okay? This is just something that we can't do. You know, it's never exactly even, I don't think. You know, people can say we parted amicably, we both wanted it. There's always one person who wants it a little bit more than the other, let's be honest. But I do feel like, you know, maybe at least for some of you, this is something where, you know, you kind of reached the decision in a way that you kind of went into it with eyes wide open. You both kind of knew it was coming at least. At the very least, you both kind of knew it was something that needed to happen, okay? I don't think it was like you were blindsided one day. You're like sitting at home and all of a sudden you have this major discovery, or they walk in and say, hey, done with you and I'm on to something else. You know, I don't feel like that's what happened at all for you. Okay, so let's see what you don't see coming, okay, in the second row. So here we have Justice in reverse, okay? And I feel like this is not a situation where you're not getting justice. I feel like it's a situation where you're kind of being deceived, okay? And this is falling under here where I feel like you pushed them away because you didn't want to hear what they had to say, kind of in the past. You may be listening a little bit to them more so now, or hearing something that they want to say. But again, what it is that, you know, what you're hearing is not truth, okay? you're hearing that maybe they deceived you. Maybe there were some things that you didn't know. You know, you knew you needed to split up. You knew things didn't feel right. Your gut wasn't sitting right. Your intuition wasn't feeling right. But maybe now, you know, throughout the month, as things start to unfold, as you split up, as things kind of start to separate, maybe even things kind of get nastier throughout, you know, afterwards, sometimes things start to come out. I do feel like this is kind of where some, mistrust is starting to become apparent, that that's part of the reason maybe you were feeling up here. Things weren't on the up and up because your gut was telling you, you know, this isn't right. Well, it wasn't, okay? There was things going on that you didn't really know about and you're kind of just now finding out. But it's a good thing you followed your gut, right? So your middle card is the Hierophant, and that's below this Page of Pentacles. So I feel like here, this is where you're kind of seeking, you're kind of seeking some higher divination, some help, some advice, some enlightenment, to the extent that, you know, maybe you have taken a step back financially. So for some of you, if you were cohabitating, if you were married, if you had kids with this person, whatever it may have been, if this is a situation where you have kind of taken a hit, you are constantly getting these, these bills coming in the mail, this notice, or, okay, I'm the one who has to kind of move out because that was their, house, apartment, whatever, or I have this now that I have to deal with that I didn't didn't realize we, had this bill or that bill, because they took care of more of the stuff than I kind of did. It just, that's kind of the, situation you had. I think this is kind of taking its toll on you, kind of spiritually, seriously, like you're kind of drained, honestly, by this, because you're kind of like, this is a lot to take in. Because first of all, I'm finding out that I have to break up, number one, because, it was bad enough. Then it's like, even when it's a bad relationship you've got to let go of, there's still that kind of like emotional to it, okay? Even if it's got to go. Then you start finding out things that, you didn't really maybe know, you kind of felt, but you didn't really know. And now you're finding out, okay, so I was kind of getting some lies, some some half-truths, let's say. And on top of that, now I'm saddled with some bills I don't really know what to do with. So, you're really feeling it here. Spiritually, I feel like you're like, okay, somebody send help quick. So, and then, we have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. And I really do feel like this is your energy, okay? I feel like you're a strong person, okay? I feel like, again, you made the decision to do this because you followed your gut and you knew this is what's best. So again, you're a strong enough person to know if it doesn't feel right, it's probably not right. And I need to cut it. This isn't something where, you were like blindsided and left high and dry and you're, a victimized person. You're stronger than that. Okay. You're a Queen of Pentacles. But I do feel like the reason that this is kind of in reverse is more so the fact that you kind of, again, you're on your ear here. This is a lot coming at you at once. You've had to, make decisions to leave a situation where maybe you weren't the primary breadwinner. Maybe you weren't in charge of all the finances. You may have been a stay-at-home mom. You may have been, the second income in the house and your income was kind of an extra, because they handled everything. You weren't the one who owned the primary residence if you lived with them, or, these kinds of things, or you really just leaned on them to kind of take care of major bill type things. And because they always did, it was just natural. And so now you're really like, okay, I know I have to put on my, my queen crown and straighten it out here. But for a minute, this has really got me kind of, perplexed, right? This whole relationship situation has got me kind of on my ear, because right now it's like, man, I'm taking a hit with the relationship. I'm finding out I was being, kind of screwed over here with these mistruths, and we don't, take that as it resonates, because, I can't really determine what those mistruths are right here. They could be, something with money. It may be something where they really were screwing you over on the money department. And that may be why this is a Queen of Pentacles in reverse, is because that could be one of the mistruths you were finding out about. Maybe they were, they had some things going on financially. Maybe they were on, maybe they were gambling. Maybe they were spending money on things they shouldn't have. Maybe they were buying drugs. Maybe they were, just had a shopping habit. Maybe they had somebody on the side they were spending money on. And all this starts coming to light. So you think, oh, well, I kind of let them take care of the bank account stuff because I trusted them. And now when it's time to split the bank accounts, wow. everything's a little bit upside down here. I did not realize, right? Okay, so this may be something where this relationship's really kind of messed with your coins, right? So let's see what spirit or whomever you look to for your guidance is telling you down here in regards to how to handle this, okay? So first of all, I see the Page of Wands, okay? So this is telling me that you have somebody coming in that's going to try to help you. I feel like spirit is going to send someone in that's going to have information. They're going to have opportunities. This could be somebody who has another love for you. The Page of Wands could be a very fiery, hot figure. Okay. This could be somebody who is, really coming in. They may have seen you, struggle. They may have known what was going on and they're like, but I don't want to be shoot the messenger kind of person. I don't want to be the person who splits them up, because I just don't want to be that person. I'm above that. But, now that they are split up and now that they do, this person does know what's on the up and up, I would love to have a chance with this person. I would never treat them like that. I will take that opportunity and I will turn it into, a great thing for them. I will do everything I can to help them, and I will give them the justice that they weren't getting before. So this could be very much what the universe is sending to you as kind of like consolation prize, but even better. So, keep your eye open for that person, especially this could be somebody who's a friend that's kind of been through all this with you or seen, all this with you, kind of been aware of all of these situations. Like I said, I feel like for some reason with this kind of falling under here, they may have maybe they didn't know all the specifics, but they kind of saw what you were going through and they kind of felt your struggle a bit. And they didn't want to be the reason that you split up, but they were like pretty happy that you did, to be honest with you. So, the Knight of Pentacles in reverse under your Hierophant, I do feel like that is, again, that's spirit telling you that, there could be opportunities coming in for you. Okay. But be careful of them. Okay. Because again, any opportunities that may be tied to this person, depending on what the reason is. And the more I'm seeing, the more I'm kind of feeling like part of the way they may have been kind of mistrustful towards you is in the finance department. Maybe they had some issues. Maybe they were spending money, like I said, on something else. Maybe they were doing some illegal things. You don't know. Maybe they had gambling issues and they owe somebody money, these kinds of things. So this Knight of Pentacles could be something where, somebody's coming in, as an opportunity to try to reclaim some money, or coming in a way that's like, hey, let's talk about some funds, and you're thinking this is a great opportunity to talk to them. And it's really somebody who's tied to this because what they want to do is get a hold of, anything you've got left, right? Because maybe they're due, maybe they're owed it, maybe, and they're still attributing you with them because, hey, as far as they know, if they can't get it from them, they're going to get it from you because when they made these dealings and these shenanigans, y'all were together, right? So, again, this could be somebody that you really want to be kind of weary of. I do get that feeling. I don't know why I'm getting that feeling, but I am. And with it falling under the Hierophant, I do feel like it's like, seek, spiritual guidance on anything that's coming your way. Make sure that it's somebody that you trust, check them out, follow up. Don't take any dealings. Don't give any financial information. Don't do anything financially with anybody, regardless, unless you know who they are, how they relate, if they're on the up and up, because, again, this person I do feel could have been in some dealings that they probably should not have been in. Just be wary. Okay. And then the last card is the Devil in reverse. So I do feel like, that's a couple things to me. That's telling me a couple things. It's telling me that you are not having anything to do with this energy anymore. Okay. But because it does exist at this juncture in your, your layout here, your spread end of your kind of time frame here after this process, it does speak to me to say, this person is going to try to tie themselves back to you. Okay. And especially if this is somebody coming in to try to, win you over, try to help you out, try to be in a relationship with you. And I kind of am getting that vibe that they are. This person is going to see that and they're going to say, no way, I'm going to try to get this person back. And the devil will use any method they can, right, to try to win you back. They can be sweet as pie or nasty as they want to be, right? Whatever it's going to take to get you in that compromised state to get you back, that vulnerable state. So be aware. But I do feel like with this being, upside down underneath this part where, you made a deliberate choice, I feel like you weren't, completely eyes closed. Your instinct, at least, if nothing else, was telling you, and then more came out. So I do feel like you are having nothing to do with this. You are kicking this to the curb, and that is a beautiful thing, okay? Amazing idea. Keep that coming. Spirit's telling you this is what you want to do. You do not want to get tied to that horse again. But with that being right on the heels of this Nine of Pentacles, I do feel like this may be a situation where this person is trying to come back into you again because they may be into some trouble with this person, and they're thinking, hey, where can I get some funds to keep them at bay? I know, I'll go back to this person again. We'll try to just keep this going as long as we can. It was working for a while. We'll just start that again, and no way, right? So let's pull some love cards. We'll pull one for each row, see if that gives us any kind of insight or enlightenment. But I do feel like, you are breaking free of something that was really bad for you. I think it was much worse for you than you felt like it was, but you knew that it wasn't a scene. I do believe that you had an inkling. I do believe that you had an intuition and you followed that. And then you found out that your, intuition was just, it was right. And I do feel like this, for some reason, everything in me is telling me that this is a person that is more than just, an opportunity. This is a person who is very much interested in you as a person, as a significant factor in their life, a love potential. So let's see what we've got down here and see what we can find. All right, so we have free yourself, okay? And that's exactly what this whole row was about. This row was about you saying no more. I got to make this decision to go. And they're telling you, Spirit's telling you, this person, you need to stay away from them. For yourself. Find somebody to help you if you need to, but free yourself, because this person was not just instinctually wrong for you like you felt. In fact, they were way worse than you even thought, because there were lies, there were mistruths, there were miscarriages of justice being handled here. Again, maybe even illegal activity, going on. So definitely free yourself is, the general gist here. And I think that's even further, confirmation of that. So this one is saying, stay optimistic about your love life. And I do feel like, here with this and the Hierophant in the middle, I do feel like that is what they want you to do. Spirit is telling you, be wary of anybody that you don't know, don't trust, whatever. Okay. As far as coming into your life, coming into your money, coming into anything like that. But do stay optimistic. Do keep on looking for what makes your soul happy, looking for what makes your spirit happy. Do keep on with that, okay? Do not give up on the love part of it, but be very careful with anything that is financially driven. If somebody seems to be coming into you, asking too many questions about your finances, your money, your ex, anything like that, red flag. That's red flag on the play, okay? And then the last one here is wedding. And this doesn't necessarily mean a wedding, of course, but it does signify a deeper connection, a deeper commitment. And I do feel like that is where you are headed. I do, again, feel like this Knight of, or rather Page of Wands coming in is really coming in because they are somebody you already know. I feel like there's somebody that is coming in to kind of really take advantage of the idea that you're free, because they have really, they really relish the thought of being able to not treat you the way this person was. They want to be there for you. They want to do good things for you. They do care about you. And, by staying optimistic and letting them in, I do feel like you are going to be more inclined to push, anybody that's bad for you away. And you are going to be able to, kind of see clearly to make good decisions. And I think it will help, promote you towards that growth and that development of a more serious relationship. So I do feel like you will be on that trajectory. You just really, really, really want to kind of stay away from anything affiliated or associated with this person that you recently broke free from, or are, if you, time is fluid in tarot, so you may still be currently trying to break free from this person. But If you are, and your gut is saying, you know, I need to, I still need to, and you're kind of on the fence, you know, don't be, because I do feel like later on, once you do kind of make that choice, you're going to see that that choice was more than warranted, really, really warranted, okay? And if you know who this Knight of Wands is, why do I keep saying Knight? Page of Wands, I'm so sorry. Page of Wands is, if you know who that person is that you confide in and that you feel like is, you know, maybe I friend zoned this person while I've been with this one, but I could see that maybe, you know, they'd make a great partner in life, you know, or, you know, if I ever gave them the chance kind of thing, you know, maybe now's the time to really give them a chance. Stay optimistic about it with them, because, you know, that could be something on the way. So anyway, if this did resonate with you, please do like, subscribe, share, all that other great stuff. Otherwise, I hope to see you back this weekend for next week's energy reading. Bye.